Choosing me. I knew you would. And rightfully so. What would you do without me? I know we've talked about a lot of different things, little lamb. But, as you know, after everything, that little fella right there, you fought up a good fight.
Don't count me out yet, old fellow.
I see you've still got your sense of humor, at least that wasn't hurt. Me, old? You got me all wrong.
Whatever you want to say. I don't want any pity points. Not from either of you. If we're gonna be family, we've got to stick together.
Don't worry. I'll handle everything. You just stay here. Recover. Focus on feeling better. At least for now. The hunters haven't found us. Well, I did find an interesting piece of information while I was out scouting. Looks like there's a group of cultists who came into this forest. Not sure what for, but maybe they need some werewolf blood. The only thing that's unfortunate about this is, well, we're caught up in the middle. Luckily, they don't get along too well with the hunters. So, I was thinking, maybe we could trick them into breaking this barrier. If not, I've also heard a rumor. I know you're dying to speak to me, or maybe just hear more of my lovely voice. However, that'll have to wait. I heard rumors about a corner of this woods with this particularly marked tree. Maybe if we rough it up a bit, we'll be able to break the curse. You think I would have known this already, but apparently it was hidden with normal bark and only recently the weathers got to it. So, consider me what you want. We need to do this. One way or the other. We're getting out of here. All of us. You hear me? All of us. Now, first things first. This way. I know you're new around here, and unfortunately, soon after you chose me, all hell broke loose. But I'm not gonna let you get hurt, I promise. I swear it. I need to protect everyone. They trust me. And as much as it may make me a softie, I trust you too, little lamb. Maybe you'll just be able to help. If nothing else, you chose to stay here. Now, I don't understand why, but I've fallen in love with you. Or maybe at least a crush. We'll see how it ends up. Depends on how a pipsqueak like you can do. Well, if you don't like the nickname, guess you'll have to grow taller, little lammy. Well, good thing I like lamb. Oh, nothing. I wasn't looking at you with eyes like a hungry wolf or anything, no. Maybe just a tad peckish. Maybe I like to tease. What? You can handle it, can't you? You're pretty grown, lamb. Especially with if you'll pardon my wording, quite a nice rump roast on you. No, nothing at all. It's not like that. I wouldn't dream of eating you. Well, I guess there's ways I could, but don't worry about that. I'll have to make sure that you get taken care of properly. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm sure we'll work out something. Also, what's with you? You always look away when I get too close. What's the matter? A wolf's hot breath on your neck, not something you're looking forward to? I may be a wolf, but wow, you've got quite the nice scent to you. What's that? Your heart's quickening. I can smell that too. If I told you everything I could smell, you'd turn redder than the apples over there. Speaking of which, you want me to get you one? Not in the mood to eat, are you? Well, it's a good thing neither am I. At least somewhat. Now come here. I guess I am a little peckish. Don't get mad at me when I give you it back. Well, of course. Can't just leave you hanging. You did choose to stay with me after all. That makes me your alpha, your man. Now, you got a problem with that? Didn't think so, honey. Now, why don't you move that rump over here? I'm just teasing you. It'd be nothing personal, of course. Until, well, as shameful as it is to admit it, I don't really have too much once you take away the teasing and, well, the glorious roguish looks and great personality. You know, once you take all those things away, oh, and these sterling muscles, ripped abs, the usual. Once you take all that away, I don't have too much left to offer, so I gotta take what I can get. Of course, a little lamb like you. I can see why you stuck with me. After all, I know what a little lamb like you wants. All kinds of things. You want the whole world, baby, I'll just have to give it to you. Though, right now, you need to lay down. Don't move. I don't care if we're too close. I did it for your own good. Now shut up. Bastard cultists. They're right around here. Seems they caught on to us. I've got you. Quick. Don't move. Hold your breath. Isn't it strange? I thought I smelled raw meat. Still walking. Sir, there's nothing over here. And why are you talking to me? Why do you dare? I should cut you up right now. You posing as a hunter. How dare you? But it was your orders, sir. My orders! What does it matter? What I ordered you to do, I don't mean them anymore. I don't mean them in... This poor man. How could I have done it? It's so beautiful, though. The way his entrails spill out of his body. Now, where are you, fresh meat? I'll be gentle. I won't even kill you. I'll just take a lake or two. I'm starving. Starving, starving, starving. Where are you? You want to show yourself, don't you? You want to get eaten too. Come here, little lost wolf. Come here, little lost lamb. There you are! Good. Got you! Now, hold still. No, no. Ah! Oh, see, well, that wasn't so bad. You're fine now. You're fine now until he notices and comes here. Now! What are you doing playing with your food there, Deku? Master, I wasn't doing anything other than what you ordered. Quick, can't we get more of them? I just want more meat. You've gotten so caught up in this. Don't let the demon inside you consume it. Well, not really a demon, more like an experiment. You've been such a good puppet so far. Don't go thinking for yourself now, that's too hard. And above your pay grade. Let's get going. We've got more fish to fry. I'll do it. But we need to find Kacchan. Oh, we'll find him. Maybe he can join us. A nice little addition to my collection. Don't you just love me?
I think they're gone.
Well, damn it.
This isn't good. Did you see the speed on that guy? Poor sod that got found.
They'll call me a jerk, but I'm glad they didn't get you.
Oh, I feel bad. That poor guy over there.
I don't know which tribe he's from, but all I can say is,
hey, rest in peace.
I'm disturbed, but it's fine. I know I'm not strong enough. I really wish I was, but we have to be realistic. These roguish looks didn't come overnight. I wouldn't have lived this long if it weren't for being quite cunning. I'll do what needs to be done for us. But as much as I wanted to leap out and rip that guy a new one, two very scary individuals, doesn't seem like good odds for me. Sure, we might be 2-on-2, but are you saying you could take one of them? I get it, you're strong, Lamb, but we also have to know our fights. He was there before you could even see it. Now imagine trying to fight him without a weapon. My claws are one thing, but that's not gonna cut it with a knife like that. Not with speed like that either. He's clearly out of our league. As for the other one, we don't even know what he's capable of. Just that he's his master. So pardon me for not jumping into that mess. Well, it was also because I can't have anyone getting to you. Imagine, what if they stuck probes in the... Well, they could have done that, or dissect us, use us for a kebab, you never know. Oh, no matter what it was, let's just go in the opposite direction. I'd much rather avoid it, you know. Getting skewered on a pole is all kinds of fun, but I think I'll leave it to others. Not anyone we know. Maybe someday, once we escape here, we'll be able to come back.
show them who's boss, but I guess I'm not one hung up on that. I don't really want to be that strong. I mean, I guess I do to protect you, but isn't strength in and of itself kind of bad? I'll call me a charlatan, but I don't really like the idea of being hunted down because I'm the strongest monster in the land or something. It just seems like it would be better to be at least around the mid-area. Or if strong, never show it. I guess that could work. There's a lot of ways to cut an apple. Only one way to eat it. Now look here, my little lamb. There's a lot of things that are way too dangerous here. I'm hoping for the best. Besides, if we get out of this, I was gonna ask you something else. Well, it's a secret for now, but I gotta give you the temptation, the suspense before it all drops, you know? If I don't advertise it a little bit, you just won't be able to handle all the awesomeness. Now, here's what we're gonna do. Walk this way and... Wait! No. Lamb, are you... a bear trap? Let me get that off you. Damn. Looks like they got you. You should be fine. It's most likely just going to bruise, but you got lucky this time. That stick that was there broke it. It hurts to walk. Well, that slows us down, but here. Get on my back now. Don't argue with me. We don't have time for this. Besides, what do I got this big, strong back for if I can't even carry a little sheep? Besides, I didn't want to make a mention of your height. You being so easy to carry and all. Well, it'll be just a little easier than usual. Then again, for all I make it sound like I've done this a lot, I was always more a lone wolf. I don't know what it is about you, but you make me want to change that habit. Guess that just means you're a special little lammy, aren't you? Can't say I mind that look you have. Slightly embarrassed, a little bit flattered. I wonder what else. Maybe a bit attracted. I don't blame you, babe. After all, it's not every day you meet a man as great as me. And I haven't even shown you half of what I can do. Look at me. Flirting when we should be doing something serious. I guess it's my way of coping with bad things, is to play the role of the Joker. Then again, I might be a king, if you know what I mean. Now, what about you? Barely know anything about you. Well, that you haven't told me. What was it like where you grew up? Was it fun over there? Probably a lot different than this woods. I'm guessing a whole lot less wolves and a whole lot more humans or lamb morphs. Yeah, I understand that. Unfortunately, the humans they're quite cruel to anyone who doesn't have the ape-like features. Do you ever wonder why they don't have tails? It never made sense to me. They consider us weird. What are they doing with no tail? Well, I guess to each their own. They just need to stop judging others. Now, looks like we're getting near our destination. Keep your eyes peeled. We don't want any visitors, and Not another step.
Whoa! No need to put the pokey end of the stick near my throat. What's going on here?
I ask the questions. Get out of our way. Now.
I wasn't trying to get in your way. We were just passing by. You may think I'm an uncivilized wolf, but just look again. You'll see how it...
Cut the crap.
Well, I see you do less talking and more stabby motions. I take it you're one of those assassins.
That's none of your business, and you shouldn't be asking.
What? Word just has it that you happen to have somebody that you're running away with, too.
How do you know that?
Well, it's kind of obvious. How drastic you are with passing by, the way that you have that look in your eyes. Let's just say you're not so good at a poker face.
So what's of it to you? What's stopping me from killing you right here and now?
Well, for one, you might get lonely on that road, and by lonely I mean, what do you think they're gonna pay more attention to? You and that cat morph over there? Or a sheep and a werewolf?
So you're saying you want to play the role of a distraction?
Not exactly. More traveling companions with that as a contingency. Where are you headed off to?
The continent of her. Why am I even answering? You're sure, kitty? You're lucky.
Well, Lady Luck always seems to be on my side. Now, let's get out of here.
I didn't say anything about traveling with you, old man.
Who are you calling old? Do I really look old to you? Everyone has to just stop calling me that. I've got the roguish good looks that'll last another 50 years at least.
Whatever. If you're gonna follow. If not, we'll leave you behind.
Not so fast there. I have to warn you. You head in that direction, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. There's a cult and werewolf hunters fighting. Now, between you and me, I wouldn't want to get involved with some of them. There's some real big deals over there.
What's your point? I need to go in that direction.
I know a shortcut, but if we take it, you're gonna have to pay me back.
You're pushing it, old man.
What'd I tell you about that name? There's nothing old about me. And I'm not pushing anything. You can just ignore what I'm saying if you like. Go in that direction and be our distraction. It's no damage to me.
I'll trust you for now. What's this detour?
Follow me. We've got to cut up a tree. Hopefully that'll set us free, and if not, well, I'm a man of my word. I'll tell you it, even if we can't.
Guess I've seen it all now. A trustworthy werewolf. What's with you non-humans? You're making way too much sense.
What? I take offense to that. We only really get a bad reputation by people who assume the worst in us. Just because we're big and strong and handsome doesn't mean that we're bad. Just worthy of being jealous of.
I see you've got a sense of humor then. Put it to good use, old man. Take us the right way.
Like I said, I'm not taking you anywhere with that attitude, and... But, well, if you give me the pointy end of the stick, I guess we're going this way. Now, right around here should be the tree. Just gotta find out which one.
Don't waste my time. You realize we're on the run too, right?
I wouldn't dream on it. The longer we stay here, the worse it is for my people. Fortunately, they're gonna have to fend for themselves right now. I'm too weak to help them.
Oh, you've got people, do you? And what exactly are you planning?
Well, I've only thought part way through. You know, mostly to the escaping part. After that, I've gotta figure out a way for them not to be hunted down. After all, it would be kind of bad for a bunch of werewolves to go around and attract all those hunters. If you haven't guessed already, I don't really like the extra attention. Unless it's from my cute little lammy.
Did you just row at them? Aren't you a werewolf? Never mind.
That's right, you can't question perfection. Alright, here it is. See, Karma's smiling already. Now just gotta get it a few times. Oh, this thing's a little tricky. Anyone got a magic dispeller or something? I want something convenient. Otherwise, we might be here all day.
That's not what we agreed on, old man.
Oh, if you wanted to go faster, why don't you try hitting the tree?
Fine.
Damn! Cut the thing right in half. What do they feed you in assassin school? You seem like quite the amazing one. I'm glad you didn't end up cutting me down like that, and look at that.
I smell it.
Looks like the barrier is down. Well, I guess those hunters will be pissed when they try and, well, redo it later. Let's not wait for them to do that. This way. Now it's my turn to uphold the bargain. What's your name, assassin?
And why should I tell you?
Well, if we're gonna be traveling together as a group, I might as well know your name. Otherwise, we're just not gonna become friends, and then when I have to potentially sacrifice my life for you as a distraction, which I'll obviously escape within an inch of my life, but then you'll come save the day again, and, well, you know the gist of it. I figure it's better to know someone that you're gonna be traveling with. That's the short of it.
Huh. You're kinda cocky, despite being so weak.
Hey, I'll get stronger. I just need to find a way to.
I don't know about that. We're traveling the first stop. There's rumors of a friendly vampire in the woods up north of here.
So what you're telling me is you want to go right out of the frying pan and into the infernoous fire. That's a word, right?
No.
Damn it. I tried. What, can you blame me? I've been in a forest for 200 years.
And you still want to say you're not an old man?
Oh yeah? If that makes me old, then what's a vampire?
I don't know, a dinosaur.
But dinosaurs are extinct.
Never mind.
Well, suit yourself. Never was too much for group banter.
Suits me fine.
Now as for you, little sheep. Are you lost? Nah, I'm kidding. Can't believe we're heading for a forest with a vampire. Though I guess a vampire would scare away some of the hunters, but I'm thinking it would just attract more of them. It's gonna be one heck of a journey, though. Can only imagine how far it would be.
It's only about 30 minutes.
Well, I guess it's not very far to that fire. Sure hope he's not hungry.
Well, if he is, I'm afraid I might have to ask him to allow his head to part ways with his neck.
Getting fancy, are we? Why didn't you just say you're gonna chop his head off?
It doesn't sound as cool.
Oh, looks like somebody else wants to sound cool for someone special.
What do you know?
Well, I know you care a lot about that cat by the way you're watching us. Also, you walk in between us every time we get close.
That's none of your business. My kitty is...
Your kitty. See, there it is. That's fine, I'm not judging you. I got my lamb, so don't worry about it. I may be a wolf, but I'm not going to hound your catch.
They're not my catch. I'm doing this, even though my organization, they're gonna come for me.
Well, I guess you've got your own circumstances, don't you? We're all just full of surprises, aren't we? Now, I don't want to imagine what it's like to be hunted by assassins, but I'm guessing you're going to bet that they're not going all the way to her.
Well, yes, if we manage to get there, and somehow they accept me.
Then you'll have diplomatic immunity. No human's gonna set foot there. Not unless they want to be a slave to the catmorphs.
It's not that bad. That's just a rumor. Kitty here's told me.
Look at you, finding out all that neo-political stuff. I don't know the first thing about what it's like out there. Just because I've been locked away for 200 years in the same forest. All my information comes from maps I find, from people who try and kill me, to various different overheard conversations.
Some guide you are.
Hey, don't complain, we got out of the forest unarmed. Now we're in this damnable plain. Though I can see in the distance, definitely looks like that forest, I'm assuming. And hopefully not the big dark scary one over there. You know, the nicer looking one would suit the vampire, right? Why is everyone looking at me like that? I'm not scared, but I'm kind of sick of having to fight for my life and hide, otherwise die. Being hunted for a living is not a very good job.
Interesting. Neither is doing the hunting. You end so many things, but you never know how to start anything of your own. That's where Kitty helped me. The poor thing's running from death. I understand it. I was the same way. I don't mind you, Wolf. What's your name?
Well, the name is Shota Aizawa. Wait, did you even tell me your name?
No. Why would I?
Hey, no fair. I gave you mine, so you give me yours.
And what kind of rule is that? I'm an assassin. You're a werewolf. What do you think's gonna happen if we fight?
Who said anything about fighting? Why'd it go right to fisticuffs? I didn't want that. But come on, man. You know I'm good for it.
Guess it doesn't matter anyways. The name's Satoshi Shinso.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine. Now, Hitoshi, what's the plan once we get to this vampire?
Well, I think the only thing we can do is make sure that we come off as friendly, not hostile. heard vampires don't much like werewolves.
I think that's just a rumor, obviously. Who couldn't like us? We've got the coolest fur in the north. And the best personality.
You must be joking.
Not completely. I mean, I've got an exceptionally good one, wouldn't you say? Come on. Anyone? Come on, lamb, back me up here.
I'm sorry.
Damn! Giving me the cold shoulder like that. I'll get back to you later.
Oh, brother. You two get a room.
I'd be happy to if I ever had a room in the first place.
Well, on the bright side, if you follow us, since you're both demi-human, you'll probably be able to...
What, get accepted?
Maybe. Depends.
If you think about it, if you hang out with us, then maybe, just maybe, you'll find a way to be demi-human too.
Where did you jump to that conclusion? I'm perfectly fine with being human.
Well, at least they'll think you're like the demi-human whisperer.
Like I want them to think that. Honestly, I just want what's best for my kitty. And would prefer not dying to my old friends. Oh, friends is stretching it.
Well, I hear that. Back before I ended up in that forest, I was a thief. A really, really good one at that. I managed to steal from some great people, and unfortunately one of them was a wizard who put a curse on the entire area, and I was more or less the main target of it. Might have caught a village in it. Though that village got burned to the ground for werewolves, and well, it wasn't my fault, so don't worry about it.
Do you ever not mess up something?
Oh, I didn't mess up this little escape plan, right? What's the worst that could happen?
Don't say that. Feel like you're gonna jinx it.
Nonsense. Made it this far. I've got impeccable luck.
Impeccable, huh? Guess your luck was about to protect you from that bear trap you nearly stepped in.
Well, even so, you didn't have to hit me in the solar plexus.
You're a man, you can take it.
Damn right I am. And these toned abs are
Buttery at best.
Hey, what are you getting at? I worked hard for these. I work out every day, you know.
Working out doesn't make you stronger, just makes you more fit.
Well, yeah, but I've got this rockin' body and
You're still soft. Look, if you want to learn how to defend yourself, I'll teach you on the way. Just don't blame me if you get hurt.
well, yeah, that's not a bad idea. And me get hurt? No way, I brush off everything.
Sure. Now, if you're gonna learn something from me, though, you're gonna have to swear once all this is over. You swear not to tell a soul my name.
Scout's honor, whatever that means.
I'll take that as a promise. Don't go back on it or...
Well, I see the sharp, pointy side of things, and I certainly wouldn't be bothered with telling anyone any unnecessary information.
Good. Then from this day forward, you'll be my apprentice.
Wait a second, shouldn't this be the other way around? Don't I seem more like the master type?
And what exactly are you gonna teach me?
Advice for wooing your kitty over there.
And what makes you think I could learn anything from you?
Well, you don't seem like the smooth-talking type, so maybe I can teach you a little bit of, interesting things as payback. Wink wonk.
Did you just audibly say that?
What? I didn't know what else to say there.
Anything else?
No, it was, style points, right? Anyone? Come on, what about you? Lammy? Lammy! I'll just never say that again. Point is, I'm pretty good with, you know, teaching certain things. How to look cool, how to look super awesome.
We'll see about that. Fine. Who's gonna do the cooking? Well, actually, I'm probably the best here.
Sounds good to me. Not too much cooking going on in the forest, otherwise we get killed. Oh, that was just a joke. Kind of. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go and retire with my Lammy.
Sure, whatever. You two go in that cave. We'll go in this one. Good night. We leave when the moon rises.
All right. Sleep tight, you two. Ah, that's what it is. Lammy, I figured it out. I went from being a good thief to being a good thief of hearts. Isn't that right? Oh, don't you worry. I've got a lot to teach you, too. Come here. Well, it's a cold night. Might as well keep you warm. There's something calming about your scent. And it's also just a bit enticing, if you know what I mean. Makes me hungry. No, I'm not that hungry. If I was gonna eat you, I would have done it when I first met you, honey. Well, guess you're something else, aren't you? Not that I'm complaining. You might just be a match for a wolf like me. Not saying something for a puny little sheep like you. Not that I'm saying you're that puny, just mostly puny. Come on, I wouldn't pick on you like that, now would I? You're right. I totally would. Oh, after all, you're so fun to tease, you know that? You're way more fun to tease than anyone else. And when you understand that, well, then we can make things really interesting. Isn't that right? You know, stars are beautiful out there. Well, yeah, I can't see out there, but I can smell it. There's no clouds in the sky. Don't underestimate this sniffer. I can smell all kinds of things, like when you know what's gonna happen. Oh, I didn't mean that. Although I could... Well, I could smell that too. Oh, no. Let's not talk about that. Besides, I can smell your mood too. It makes me a little proud that you feel so content around me. You know, I've never actually really understood it. This feeling of companionship in its basic form. What am I saying? It's not even basic. It's complicated and beautiful, and I might just be a tad bit of, you know, maybe just a bit excited, enthralled with you,
You know the usual, what you'd usually be with me. What you are, no doubt. Look at these muscles, come on. In this voice, let me just tell you, you'll always be mine. Oh, you don't have a choice, babe. I'm gonna make sure I make you understand that I'm the perfect match for you. You're a man with the plan and the one who's going to be your husband someday. Well, I mean, formalities don't matter to me. I guess I just mean I'd like to go the full 9 yards with you. And what's the problem with that? Maybe it's a bit of a plain dream, but it's still a dream too. I try my best to make sure that you understand. I kind of fell in love with you big time. And after all we've been through in these past few days, well, maybe it seems like I'm rushing, but it's more like I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know. Particularly how I am supposed to approach getting stronger here other than, the usual. Train my body, train my mind, train my heart, and I guess train by assassination and ways to captivate you. I can't even think of anything else. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't prefer it any other way. You're much more interesting to think about than most things. The only thing that I think could compare with you is food. Hey, why are you getting offended? Food's top of my list. Almost. I think you win that one. Now, do you really trust that nice vampire business? I'm not too sure. It's kind of hard to say, really, but I hope he's nice. Such a weird one, though. Hey, speaking of vampires, look at that bat. He's kind of cute. Yeah, here you are, buddy. Have a fruit. Oh, you don't want it? Obviously, he's a vampire bat. No, even spookier. I only ever learned one spell in my lifetime. And it was one that's pretty useful, wanna see? Now to prove that this bat isn't a vampire. Watch as I cast Dispel. Huh! How did you know? What the hell? I'm not sure what you're doing here, buddy, but put on some clothes. I didn't intend for you to see me here. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't see anything. And I totally wasn't trying to eavesdrop. I just needed a place to guard from the sun. We'll just, here you are, take some clothes and... Look, I'm not sure what to make of this, but, nice to meet you, Mr. Vampire. I'm Shoto Aizawa, the werewolf. The name's Tamaki Amachiki. And I think I overheard something about a vampire who lives in the woods. Well, that's me. Really? Not sure you look the part of a big scary vampire. You almost make it believable about those rumors that you're kind and wouldn't hurt anyone. Well, I guess it's something.
It's all true. I've been trying so hard to make sure that vampires are thought of as heartless monsters. The last thing I want is for someone to think that people are out to get them. Let alone misunderstanding that just because we drink blood, we're some kind of predator to humans.
Oh, I get that. Really, what are we gonna do with you?
I'll be on my way soon. I didn't expect you to dispel me, though. I'm gonna go out to my castle there. It's close by. If you want, for all the troubles, you can stay there.
Well, thank you. I'll just have to say that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. How about you, honey bunches? What do you think of this new shy fellow? There he goes into a vampire bat again and he's off. I'd say I quite enjoyed just the spontaneousness of it. It made me feel acclaimed. Like my dispel had a purpose, foiling the plans of the evil vampire. And again, with how nice he was, it was kind of impossible to... Well, you know, it wasn't going to be a hate situation, and look, I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but I guess, mission complete? We'll have to go stop in and say hi. Now, as for you, you've got unfinished business. Come here.